So for all these questions where they're asking you to essentially determine if it's a linear model like options C and D or an exponential model like A and B, you might be pretty good at looking at the y coordinates and assuming that the x coordinates are increasing by the same amount each time, which they are here, you may be able to look at the y's and say, you know what? This doesn't look linear. I mean, I'm seeing that the numerator is increasing quite quickly, and so is the denominator. So you may be leaning toward exponential and even starting to eliminate the linear models. Now we can talk about how to come up with the actual values for what we call our A and our B for this exponential model of a times b to the x. However, let me go ahead and show you just how powerful Desmos is for these kinds of questions. So let's go to the calculator. This is a previous question, so I'm going to go ahead and click the gear icon and delete all. And I'm going to create a table. And you could even, if you want, you could change the x1 to just n the way that they have it. And we could change y to f of n to make it look exactly the same. And we'll just type all these in. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it looks like they don't let me do f of n, so I'm just going to call it y. We'll keep that y. That's okay. And then here, we'll do 1. I like to just do the forward slash to do the fraction. We'll press enter, and we'll just type all these in pretty quickly here. And now we even have a visual of what's going on. Now, if we go to regression, by default it does linear. You can see it's not hitting every single point, right? So that already confirms the fact that we're thinking it's not linear. Let's go to exponential. That looks really nice. And they give you the equation. Y equals 0.5 times 1.5 to the x. We can press this so it comes into its own equation here. Now, I'm guessing you're pretty comfortable with knowing that 0.5 is a half, but that wouldn't really narrow things down. As far as 1.5, that's clearly not 3. If you were really struggling with your decimal to improper fractions, you can type it in here, press this, and you can see it's 3 halves, which matches with A. However, in case you're curious where they got that, it's essentially saying that to get from one term to the next, how do you do so? And you can see that in the numerator, if you consistently multiply by 3, 1 times 3 is 3, 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27, times 3 is 81. And then in the denominator, it's consistently multiplying by 2. So that confirms our suspicion and everything that Desmos is telling us, confirming that the correct answer is A.